Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit today, this afternoon. It's Friday afternoon, about 5 o'clock. And tomorrow is Free Comic Book Day. So if you're got a little bit of time to spare, dash down to your local comic book shop, pick up some free comic books while you're there. Maybe look at some stuff they got on the shelves and, go do some bin diving. Buy some stuff from your local comic book shop. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. I have some books here that arrived back at home today, and I thought, how can I link this to Free Comic Book Day? Because these certainly weren't free. Um, I buy these books from a local guy who's he's in his 60s and he's looking at selling. Well, he is selling his collection, and I'm buying a fair bulk of what he has to offer. So the stuff I'm going to show off is the stuff that you might see at your local comic book shop. And if you do see these books and they're at a good price, I say pick them up. The first one I want to show off, now let's just say there's six. Six. There's six books, and the first one is Captain America issue 153. And all these books are in Mylar. Well, this is Ultra Pro, so it's not really Mylar. It's like, yeah. Anyway, who cares about what is contained in? This is Captain America issue 153. It's the cameo of Jack Monroe, who went on to become Nomad. Now, who is it that's a Nomad fan? I think it's Nate from Hall Yeah Comics. So Nate, if you're watching this, if it was you that was a Nomad fan, let me know. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, I remember seeing this, and it was like the last Captain America book he had, and I went, "Well, I'll just get that." And then just by chance, yeah, it's a cameo of Jack Monroe. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, that's the first issue I wanted to show off. The next one is a little bit older. It's Detective Comics issue 401 with this Neil Adams cover, and Batman is about to get spiked in the chest as he comes through this window. Pretty graphic, and if you're familiar with Detective Comics, you know that issue 400 was the first appearance of Man-Bat. I do have it. It's back at home. I thought about keeping it in here in one of like a special box with all the keys, but yeah, I've got a fair few keys. But anyway, I bought issue 400 last year, and then there was a whole lot of Detective Comics that I wanted to pick up, and I could have picked up a whole bunch today, like 50 copies. But I thought, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. And I got the Captain America, and I got this Detective Comics, and I also got this Detective Comics, issue 402. That was the chair, by the way. Also by Neil Adams. Yeah, issue 402 with Man-Bat. And inside it is, I believe it's the origin of Man-Bat. So not as iconic as the cover for issue 400, but, Batman, Neil Adams, you're not going to say no. It's it's an instant buy. Well, for me, it was not really an instant buy. I had to save up for it, but yeah, there we go. Now, what I usually do on this show is I end on key issues. I've got 3 issues to go, and yeah, the last 2 are keys. But here we have Avengers issue 7. So they're all Avengers issues. These last 3 issues, and this isn't a key so much, but it is a Jack Kirby drawn Avengers book, and it just looked great. I was looking at this online for a long while, knowing that this was coming in, and Thor does not look better. Look, it's just great. And I kept on wondering, like, what is going on here? We've got the Executioner, we've got Zemo, and we've got the Enchantress, and they're all just kind of, with their hands. Like, are they dancing? Are they hypnotized? What the hell is going on? But I'm very happy to have this in my collection. because, you know, having such early Avengers books, it's something that you think about, like when when you're a lot younger and you start collecting comic books, and you're like, wow, I'd love to own Avengers issues 1 through to 25. That would be great. Let's be honest. So to go just a little step towards that goal and having issue 7, yeah, it puts chills down my spine and my hair on end. But the next book I want to show off, the Avengers book that I want to show off, is issue 48. It's the reintroduction of the Dark Knight, Dane Whitman. The Dark Knight. Why do I keep saying the Dark Knight? It's been a long day. The Black Knight. The Black Knight lives again. Yeah. I was reading the Avengers off and on during the 90s, because it was more along the lines of I was reading X-Men, and the Avengers was kind of like sort of like another go-to book, but it wasn't really my go-to book. It wasn't until Heroes for Hire from the late 90s, during the the Onslaught storyline, where all the Avengers, they all went to the Heroes Reborn universe, and there was a vacuum of heroes in New York, and so there was this series, and it's Heroes for Hire. Why am I stumbling? Yeah, it was Heroes for Hire. It had Iron Fist, it had Luke Cage in it, and it had Black Knight, and that was where I really got I wouldn't say hooked on the Black Knight, but I really got interested in Dane Whitman and his story and his backstory, and it was like he's a superhero, but there's a lot of mysticism behind him. There's a lot of lore. There's Merlin and King Arthur and ethereal type story. And I was just like, who is this guy? And throughout the Heroes for Hire series, I got to know him a lot more. And then this book skyrocketed during the Eternals filming, and then it was up here, and then it went down. It's still a pricey book. Still have to save up a little bit for it. But yeah, as I always say, very happy to have this in my collection. But this is not the final issue I want to show off in this video. Okay, so Thunderbolts is out, and I know that this character is not in the Thunderbolts movie, but he is in the Thunderbolts book. And I wouldn't say that I did a little bit of spec buying, because I didn't. I just went, this seller has this book, and this is an opportunity to get his kind of his first appearance. It's this. It's Avengers issue 6. It's the first appearance of Zemo and his Masters of Evil. Now I have to double check. Is it his first appearance? I think it is. But I have to double check. So don't quote me on this. Don't rip me a new one in the comments section. But yeah, I believe, according to like My Comic Shop, this is his first appearance. Here he is on the cover right here, and yeah, I was going through like the villains of the Marvel universe, Marvel comic book universe, and I was like, what appearances do I have and what appearances don't I have? And I got like Titanium Man, I got Venom back here. Like, there's no way I'm going to get the Red Skull. So what's the next best thing? It's Zemo. And I was like, I might need to get onto this, because this seller has this book, and if someone else picks it up, it's gone. So I contacted him and I said, look, I want to get this one as well. So I saved up for it, and he brought it over today, and this is kind of the crown jewel in this small collection of books that I got today. But yeah, Very happy. Very happy with this and with this and with all the others. You know, even this. It's just, I'm just really chuffed to have these in my collection. That's the video for today. I'm hoping to see the Thunderbolts movie tomorrow after Free Comic Book Day. I'm going to go to my local. There's always a massive line, so I assume I'm going to have to wait maybe an hour and a half to get in there, to get my books. But none of my kids want to come. I'm by myself. So I'll be at the comic book shop. I'll be seeing the Thunderbolts. I might even go to a pub for a meal. The sky is the limit. Thank you for sticking with me. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I'd really appreciate it. Very quickly, my local is called All Star Comics Melbourne. Check them out online. They've got a really great website. Thanks again. I've got one more thing to film and then I'm done for the night. I will catch you at that video. Bye.